Politics determines who has the power, not who has the truth. Have faith. Have faith. When you have nothing else, have faith. In the end, it will all work out okay. The end isn't final if we're not okay with it. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. Amid the turmoil and tumult of battle, there may be seeming disorder, and yet no real disorder at all. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. People throw stones at you, and you convert them into milestones. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. A real scientist solves problems, not wails that they are unsolvable. Always be friendly, always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. Only dead fish go with the flow. We are finite, in that we are a product and source of the infinite. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. No one is too busy. It's only a matter of priorities. Gratitude is best refined through the fires of adversity. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. Slowly we became silent, and silence itself, if an enemy to friendship. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Never stop acquiring the common sense. It is as good as the knowledge. Do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. Law is made by the winner to preserve victory over the loser. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. The right mindset is the first step towards the journey. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. I shall allow no man to belittle my soul by making me hate him. Travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. I am thankful for all of those who said no to me. It's because of them I'm doing it myself. In the cherry blossom shade, there's no such thing as a stranger. All the world is made of faith and trust and pixie dust. Our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we've touched. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. In war, numbers alone confer no advantage. Do not advance relying on sheer military power. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. Faster, faster, until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death. Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. If you are not having fun, you are doing something wrong. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. And regulation entails organizational effectiveness, a chain of command, and a structure for logistical support. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. If you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you are going to run out of gas. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. If you only shine light on your flaws, all your perfects will dim. Excuses are merely nails used to build a house of failure. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. If you are untrustworthy, people will not trust you. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Moods can be contagious. Don't catch or spread a bad mood. Great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. Old ways won't open new doors. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where intention goes, energy flows. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless.